Good morning, students. This is grade 10 history class. Unit 6 is about major post-World War II global developments. That's to mean what important historical aspects or events were occurred after the end of the Second World War. Our today's lesson is about the formation of United Nations Organization, which is a familiar word or phrase in our was broadcasted and printed media. United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization is the second international organization responsible to maintain, responsible to keep global peace and security. Dear students, when I say I mean the second international organization, hopefully you remember the first international organization to keep global peace and security. That is the League of Nations. What do you remember about the League of Nations? The League of Nations was the first international organization to keep global peace and security, established immediately after the end of the First World War in 1918. Thanks to President Woodrow Wilson of United States of America, because the League was established to maintain global peace after the end of the First World War, even though United States of America was not a member, unfortunately. Because the Senate disproved USA membership, because they thought that they were strong enough to keep their peace and security by themselves. They didn't believe in collective security. But the League was failed to maintain global peace and security due to so many factors you have learned in previous classes. And then the Second World War started in 1939. While the First World War was completed in 1980, again the world was on the verge of another more destructive war, Second World War, since 1939. Dear students, you remember the major factors for the outbreak of the Second World War. While the Second World War was ongoing, Franklin Delano Roosevelt of USA, one of my favorite USA presidents, who elected for the third time ever historically. He was, you remember, a polio victim and evacuated United States of America from the Great Economic Depression, thanks to him. Plus, Churchill of Great Britain. He was addicted in smoking. Hopefully you remember, even later, a cigarette was produced in his name. They met in the Atlantic Ocean. In 1942. For your general knowledge, Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Winston Churchill met in the Atlantic coast of Canada in a splendid or luxurious warship. And Winston Churchill of Britain proposed to establish another international organization responsible to maintain global peace and security. That became the ground or the base for the establishment of the later United Nations Organization. Historically, the first proposal of Winston Churchill to establish another international organization is called the Atlantic Charter. The Atlantic Charter, named after the place they met in the Atlantic coast of Canada. So, the Atlantic Charter is the basis or the ground for the establishment of United Nations Organization. But bring on your mind that a series of treaties, a series of conferences were held to establish another international organization after the failed or ineffective international organization so named League of Nations. We can mention the Tehran Conference of 1943, which is historically important. What made the Tehran Conference of 1943 important? For your general knowledge, let me tell you this. United States of America believed in isolation policy until 1941. When I say 1940, hopefully you remember the Pearl Harbor attack. The Japanese surprise attack on the American naval base in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. That factor, or the Japanese surprise attack on the American naval base in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor, changed USA isolationist policy. So in 1943 Tehran Conference, USA was ready to join any international organization to maintain global peace and security. We can mention another important conference of Moscow. What means the Moscow Conference of 1943? Again, most important. In the Moscow Conference of 1943, the Allied forces, countries who took part the Second World War against Germany, reserved veto power for themselves. Veto power. Before the establishment of United Nations Organization. All right. So before United Nations Organization was officially established in 1945, a series of important meetings were held. United Nations Organization, the second international organization to keep global peace and security, was officially established in 1945, April, in San Francisco. So UN is established, officially formed or set up in April 1945 in the San Francisco Conference. Around 51 founding member countries put their signature on the founding document. Now, let me tell you more important or major goals of United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization has four important goals. That's to mean objectives to achieve. Why it was established? One, objectives of United Nations Organization. The first one is to maintain global peace and security. That is to mean that to save the world from another destructive war. The second important objective of United Nations Organization is to promote friendly relation among member countries. When I say friendly relation, economic relation, social relation, cultural relation, rather than military alliance. The third and important objective of United Nations Organization is to promote respect for human rights. When I say human rights, obviously, dear students, you remember the Holocaust. The mass killing of the Jewish due to their race by the Nazi Adolf Hitler. Another important objective of United Nations Organization is to encourage or to promote friendly relation in resolving humanitarian and natural problems. Obviously, the world is not free from problems, social problems, economic problems. So one of the most important objectives of United Nations Organization is to promote or to encourage countries in resolving humanitarian and natural problems. What are the main organs of United Nations Organization? Or structure, I mean that. For the sake of understanding, United Nations Organization has 6 main organs. Main organs. The first main organ of United Nations Organization is the General Assembly. The General Assembly. The representatives of all member countries with 1 seat and vote. Whatever their size, whatever their economic status, whatever their population size. No matter how it's, all member countries of the General Assembly has one vote and one seat. What's their duties and responsibility? The responsibility or duty of the General Assembly is to discuss any matters. For example, expulsion of members, new membership, budget approval, or electing the Secretary General. They meet once in a year. The second, but according to some historical sources, the most important organ is the Security Council. The Security Council, main organ of United Nations Organization, deals with peace and security. Peace and security. The Security Council of United Nations Organization have 5 permanent members. 5 permanent members. The permanent members of United Nations Organization in the Security Council are USA, France, Britain, China, and Russia. The permanent members of the Security Council have a veto power, I mentioned here. That is to mean that the right to reverse decisions. Veto power means the right to reverse decisions. The Security Councils of United Nations Organization also have 15 non-permanent members elected for 2 years. They served for 2 years and replaced by other countries from the General Assembly. The third important organ of United Nations Organization is International Court of Justice. Obviously, you can easily understand from its name, International Court. So, International Court of Justice is the, as I named here, ICJ, is responsible to legal matters, legal affairs. The headquarters of ICJ is found in The Hague, Netherlands. It's called Peace Palace. Since it concerns about peace, it deals with legal matters. For your general knowledge, the ICJ employed 50 experienced judges from member countries. Even the number of judges in the Security Council is odd, just to balance votes, to balance decisions. The fourth and another important organ of United Nations Organization is Economic and Social Council. Obviously, you can easily understand from its name, its responsibility is to deal with economic and social affairs, to improve the economic and social life of human beings. Better education, better food facility, better health access, and others. Under the Economic and Social Councils, there are specialized agencies like FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization, WHO, World Health Organization, which is these days the most busiest sub-organ of the Economic and Social Council, led by Dr. Tedros Adhanom in combating COVID-19. IMF, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, UNESCO, UNICEF are specialized agencies under the Economic and Social Council. The fifth and another important organ of United Nations Organization is the Secretariat. The Secretariat of United Nations Organization comprises of the Secretary General, and his staffs. For your general knowledge, the UN Secretariat, I mean the United Nations Organization Secretary General and his staffs numbered around 15,000 employed from member countries. By the way, the Secretary General of United Nations Organization is appointed by the General Assembly after the recommendation of the permanent members of the Security Council. For your general knowledge, the first Secretary General of United Nations Organization was Gebriel of Norway. Second, Daga Marshall of Sweden. Third, Utant of Burma. Fourth, Karl Waldheim of Austria. Fifth, Perez de Solar of Peru. Sixth, Boutros Ghali of Egypt. Seven, Kofi Annan of Ghana. These were the Secretary General of United Nations Organization until the 1990s. The last, and this is idle, the most idle organ of United Nations Organization is Trusteeship Council. The Trusteeship Council was established to support newly independent states liberated from the yoke of colonialism. This is especially after the liberation of St. Paul, almost this organ is an idle organ of United Nations Organization. United Nations Organization has its own success and weakness. Generally, three important factors limited the success of United Nations Organization. Three important factors that limit the success of United Nations Organization. One, the permanent members of the Security Council usually deployed their veto power excessively. Second, the presence of different blocs like African bloc, American bloc, Asian bloc. Third, United Nations Organization inability to establish permanent armed forces. These are the three major factors that limit the success of United Nations Organization. Dear students, hopefully you got important lessons about the formation, objectives, successes, and the factors that limited the more success of United Nations Organization. Let me give you two important homework. One, list the permanent members of the Security Council. List the permanent members of the Security Council. Second, mention the four major goals of United Nations Organization. Thank you. Stay home and safe. See you next class.